See, there's a difference between an athlete who wants to get a ring. And then there's a difference with the athlete who wants to be the best ever and build and be a dynasty. See, that's not checking a box. Many of those athletes who become pro athletes, I just want to win a ring. I want to win the trophy. But then there are those few that say it's not enough for me to just have my name on the back of a jersey. I got to be one of the best ever. So as we roll out today, let's put those fingers to work, man. I need you to put those fingers to work. And the way that we're going to do that, man, is we're going to go left and right, front and back, and share today's episode. Also subscribe so that you don't miss any future episodes. And share it, man, with someone else who needs it. And also leave your comments, ratings, and reviews. If you're listening to it, rate and review the show. If you're watching it, man, I need your comments. You can also text me as well. You can text the Sales Life, 337-565-0906. So, rocking out with today's episode. And I listened recently to, it was a memorable episode on Rich Roll. And Rich Roll was remembering his friend David Clark. And David Clark died suddenly at age 49. This guy was a beast, man, and went in for what seemed to be routine surgery and never came out. And so he played an old episode of David Clark in remembrance of him. And David's story is, it's amazing. He went from being a raging alcoholic to being morbidly obese, like 320 pounds. And David decided enough was enough. And he changed his whole life. And he went from being a 320 pounder to 160, 180 pounder ultra marathoner. And this guy, dude, he ran like the baddest of bads marathons, man. Not just any marathon. Like he ran the Badlands, which is grueling. The terrain is just unbelievable. And he's also, I think he ran the Boston Quad. And the Boston Quad it's the Boston Marathon down, the Boston Marathon back, the Boston Marathon down, the Boston Marathon back, hence quad. 4 marathons in one. He ran that too. And it took Clark a little over a year, man, to move from being only able to run 15 seconds to entering his first marathon. But he said something that was profound. He said, it wasn't enough for me to just enter the marathon. He said, because I didn't want to just run a marathon. He said, I wanted to be the one who runs marathons. He said, because if it was just checking a box of running the marathon, then what would happen is, he said, I would do the minimum requirements. Because if I just run a marathon, that means I just enter the race. That means that I can walk it, I can sit down for a little while, I can do it. He said, I didn't want any of that. He said, I wanted to be a runner and embody the runner. He said, I wanted to run that marathon and so many more. See, for Clark, it wasn't just run the marathon. He said he wanted to be the one who runs marathons. So that's no longer just a singular box, man. It's not just checking a box. It's so much more. David Clark knew his A, B, C's. See, he saw himself as a runner. And so he trained relentlessly every day to become that runner. And everything that he did, even though the physical exterior was 320 pounds, 319 pounds, 300, 270, even though it looked like that. No matter what the situation was, he saw himself as that runner. That's the ABCs. And you're moving from checking a box, dude, to embodying the superhero that you are. Dude, that's a game changer. See, if you check a box, and I speak from experience, if you just check a box, then what's going to happen is once you get there, you lose your hunger, your intensity, you lose that drive. Like for me, man, when I lost 60 pounds, the box I was chasing was that 60 pounds. And so I ran to check that box. But let me tell you, the most desperate times I felt was after I accomplished it. Because, see, when I reached the 60-pound mark, I didn't know what to do after that. I was like, what now? And I didn't have anything I was chasing. I accomplished it. I checked the box, dude, and I psychologically relaxed. I let up. Because all I wanted to do was lose weight. See, there's a difference between an athlete who wants to get a ring. And then there's a difference with the athlete who wants to be the best ever and build and be a dynasty. See, that's not checking a box. Many of those athletes who become pro athletes, I just want to win a ring. I want to win the trophy. But then there are those few that say it's not enough for me to just have my name on the back of a jersey. I got to be one of the best ever. See, being is that embodiment. It's that ultra hunger. And see the difference? See, David Clark didn't want to just run a marathon. He wanted to be the one who runs marathons. And see, because he wanted to be the one who runs marathons, no matter what the terrain, no matter what the race is, no matter what the elements, no matter what the circumstances are, he would adjust, he would adapt, and he'd be in that race. See, that's different. It's totally different for you. For me, I didn't want to just start a podcast. And I hear so many, man. People, they'll email me, they'll talk to me and say, man, I want to start a podcast. Yeah. But 7 episodes later, studies show after 7 episodes, most people quit. It's because they check the box. But see, I couldn't roll out with 514 episodes if I didn't want to be the best ever. If I didn't want to bring maximum impact every single day. It's hard, but to bring maximum impact every single day and become one of the best. To be, so when you and I run this race, that I leave something so impactful and digestible in short 15, 20-minute posts that you can apply that to your life. And so when you're at the hardest of hards that day, because of the thing that you listened to that day, you apply it to your life and you say, I got this. I can win this race. I remember this. See, that's different. That's totally different, man. And so you go from a person, one who is just checking the box, to one who's becoming. See, it's not enough to just have a title. No, that's not enough. Because once you get the title, then what? You let up. You arrive. But see, if you're becoming, it's a constant evolution because the terrain changes. The things always need adaptations. Situations change. Buyers change. See, it's not enough to just sell 20 cars. Oh, I want to sell 20 cars. I hear people say that all the time. I want to sell 20, 30 cars. Okay, then what? Because if you just want to sell 20 cars, once you do it, you're going to check the box and then you're going to relax and you're going to take off. Take off as in lean back. You're going to let yourself off the hook because you lose that hunger. But see, if you want to be the one who sells 20 cars, oh, that's totally different, bro. It's totally different. Because no matter what the circumstances bring, no matter how the month looks, no matter what the economy looks like, because I'm one who is capable, and I'm the one that is being that, no matter what the situation is, man, I got it. I can do it. Because I've shown that I'm becoming that. I want to be the one who sells 20 cars. I don't want to just sell 20 cars. Don't just have a business. It's not enough to just have a business. Be the one who has the business that offers superior service, the best quality, who's got the answers, who's going to take care of you, who actually has to turn clients away because I can't give the level of service to the clients I already have. Be the one who has that kind of business. Because if you think about it, man, I mean, football and baseball, those are all titles. But the game that's played is always different. You'll never sit down and watch one of those games, a basketball game, a football game, a baseball game. You'll never sit down and watch that game and say, oh, this is what's going to happen right here. This is exactly what happened yesterday when I watched it. No, the game's changed every time, right? The title is the same. But the way the game is played is different. See, it's not enough to just have the title. It's being in that game. Be the one who changes the game. It's a total game changer for you, bro. This is something that is going to take you to a whole different level. Because when you can start embodying yourself, embodying and seeing yourself, I see myself as a, and then you become it, and you see yourself no matter what your current circumstances are, you see yourself as that. That's totally different, man. You move from one and done to one, W-O-N, done. And what's next? What's next? Give me a new terrain. Give me a new challenge. Give me a new bar to reach. So let's rock out with today's TSL action item. What's a box for you? I've been chasing this box, Marsh. And maybe you've gotten the box before. And you let yourself off the hook. You sold 20 and came back the following month with 8. It's because you checked the box. Don't just sell 20 cars. Be the one who sells 20 cars, no matter what. So what's your box for you? And now that you know your box, how are you going to shift your A, B's, and C's? I want to hear from you, man. I want to hear what you're struggling with, what your challenges are. I want to hear all that. And so I want to do it a little bit different. I want to communicate a little bit different. You can email me at thesaleslife1@gmail.com, or I've set up a phone line just for the sales life. And the phone number is 337-565-0906. You can text it, you can email me, or you can even record a voice memo. This is something else I want to hear from you. Record a voice memo of maybe a question that you have. And you can text that voice memo straight to me. Open up your phone, record it. Marsh, this is the question that I have. send it to me. So that way we can use it. Because no matter what you're going through, we're going through the same thing. Don't think that you're isolated, man. Don't think that you're the only one. You're not. You're part of the sales life. And the game always changes. Don't just have the title. Be the one. And done. And looking for next.
Hey, thanks for watching. Obviously, if you got this far, dude, obviously you want more. So do not go anywhere. I've got another special episode queued up just for you right now.